Chunking up and chunking down. You've been doing this without realising it. It's how you make sense of the world, stepping back to see the big picture and diving in to the nitty-gritty details. Chunking up. This is when you step back and zoom out. Instead of getting stuck in the weeds, you ask yourself, what's the bigger picture here? Why am I doing this? Example. Let's say you're stuck in a job you hate. If you chunk up, you might remember why you started working. Maybe it was to provide for your family, have financial independence, or eventually start your own business. This broader perspective gets you unstuck and refocused. Chunking down. This is zooming in, breaking things into small, actionable steps. If you think too big, chunk down. Ask what's the very first thing I can do right now. Example. When you're overwhelmed with a project, don't think about the end goal. Instead, focus on the first step. Whether it's making one phone call, sending one email, or researching for 10 minutes. Why does it matter? When you get stuck, it's usually because you're either lost in details or too high up in concepts. By switching between these perspectives, you keep your mind agile, focused, and goal-oriented. It's all about breaking free from the mental ruts and keeping momentum. The power of beliefs and how to shatter limiting ones. Here's the ugly truth. The beliefs you hold, they're either pushing you forward or keeping you trapped. You've probably heard the phrase, what you believe you become. But let's tear that down and make it more real for you. Disempowering belief example. I'm not good enough to succeed, so why even try? This belief keeps you paralyzed. Every time you try, doubt holds you back, and you self-sabotage. Empowering belief example. I'm capable of learning, growing, and adapting. Every failure is a lesson. With this belief, every failure isn't the end, it's a stepping stone. The beliefs you carry shape your reality. So if you walk around thinking the world's against you, that's exactly what you find. The secret is to reprogram those beliefs. Consciously choose the ones that empower you. Why this matters? If you don't shift your limiting beliefs, you'll keep replaying the same self-destructive patterns. The key is not just knowing what to do, it's believing that you can do it. When you change your beliefs, you change your actions. And when you change your actions, your results transform. Anchoring emotions and states. Anchors, they're just things. Like a smell, sound, or even a gesture. They bring you into a specific emotional state. You've already got anchors, but they're probably working against you. For example, negative anchor. Let's say every time you hear the word meeting, you tense up, get anxious, and shut down. That's an anchor holding you back. Positive anchor. Now imagine you anchor confidence to your posture. Every time you stand tall, you trigger that inner power and calm. You can create positive anchors to bring out states like confidence, calm, or motivation. Every time you need a boost, just fire off your anchor and boom, you're there. Why does this matter? You can't always control the world around you, but you can control how you respond. By using anchors, you dictate how you feel in any situation. Reframing, turning shit into gold. Life throws some curveballs, doesn't it? But here's the deal. How you frame a situation makes all the difference. For example, you lose a job. You can frame it as, I failed, I'm not good enough. That's a disempowering story. Or you can reframe it. This is my chance to find something that truly aligns with who I am. This is a blessing in disguise. That's a powerful reframe. Reframing shifts your focus. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, it opens your mind to possibilities. So why does it matter? Reframing is about choosing your perspective. You're not denying reality. You're choosing to see it in a way that serves you. The power of language. Your language controls how you experience life, how you speak to yourself and others. It shapes your emotions and behaviours. For example, disempowering language. I can't do this. This is too hard. I'm too weak. This language locks you in place, make you feel helpless and small. Empowering language. This is challenging, but I'm strong enough to figure it out. I'll learn and grow through this. This shifts you into problem-solving mode, turning obstacles into opportunities. So why does it matter? Words have power. They create your reality. If you're stuck in victim language, you're going to stay stuck. But if you start using empowering language, you unlock your potential. Pacing and leading. This is where you connect with others and guide them. Pacing is when you meet someone where they are, matching their emotion, state and energy. Then you can lead them to a new place. Example. Pacing. If someone's upset, you acknowledge their feelings. I see you're frustrated. That makes sense considering the situation. Leading. Then you gently guide them. Let's look at what we can do next to make it better. We can find a way forward. This isn't manipulation. It's compassionate leadership. You create a safe space, and then you shift them toward a more positive, productive state. Why does this matter? People won't listen to you until they feel heard. Once you pace them, you've built trust, and now you can lead them to where they need to go. Values and core beliefs. Values are why you do what you do. If you don't know your core values, you're like a ship without a rudder going nowhere. Example, core value. Let's say your core value is freedom. That means you might prioritize time, flexibility, and independence over stability or routine. Core value. If your core value is security, you might find comfort in a steady job with benefits and consistent pay. Why does this matter? Knowing your values gives you clarity. It helps you make decisions based on what's truly important to you, instead of what others want or expect. The meta model. Get clear or get stuck. The meta model is your tool for cutting through vague language and getting to the heart of the matter. It's like peeling back layers to find the core of what someone or you really mean. If someone says, I can't do anything right, you challenge that with, what specifically are you struggling with? This clears up the vague generalization and leads to actionable steps. This method helps you get rid of confusion, clarity, intentions, and move forward with purpose. Why does it matter? When you don't clarify vague language, you stay stuck in confusion. The meta model forces you to get specific and get results. Shifting limiting beliefs. Here's where you interrupt all patterns. If you're stuck in disempowering belief, it's time to interrupt it. Example, limiting belief. I'm too old to change. Interrupt. That's just a story you've been telling yourself. People change every day. Age has nothing to do with it. Interrupting these limiting beliefs is like slapping your brain awake and rewiring it for success. Why does it matter? If you keep following old, disempowering beliefs, you'll keep getting the same results. But interrupt them. It creates room for growth. And that's where the magic happens. Now we've broken this down into bite-sized truths. Let's put this knowledge into your subconscious, where it can work for you effortlessly. Imagine you're walking into a room. There's nothing but light and clarity. The air feels fresh. Every breath you take fills you with confidence and purpose. As you step deeper into this room, you feel yourself expanding, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You see your beliefs unfolding like a canvas. Each belief that no longer serves you gets wiped away with one deep breath. Each empowering belief that you need is instantly installed. Success is inevitable. Failure is just feedback. Challenges, they're just opportunities. You feel unstoppable. Your values and priorities align effortlessly. Your language becomes more empowering. Your state shifts with ease. Every time you feel uncertain, you anchor a positive emotion and boom, confidence, calm, power is yours. With each passing day, you grow more resilient. You pace, then lead. You chunk up, then down. You reframe every obstacle. You interrupt old patterns and become the best version of yourself. This is your new reality. A reality where you create, you lead, and you empower. Now take a deep breath and know this change is permanent. You're already living it.